The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
The best thing to order is when you are sitting at soccer practice, order it through your phone while you're sitting there, and then you go and pick it up.
But you're much more of a planner than me.
I am.
And that's what I love about you.
Yes.
You know, I'm not that prepared. It's more seat in my pants.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Had an accident and in need of repairs? If you're being towed, make sure the driver knows where to take it. David White Body Shop to expedite the repair process. David White Body Shop has been in business over 42 years. They have factory-trained certified technicians, and they are a direct repair shop for most insurance companies. They make sure your vehicle is repaired to manufacturer's recommendations. Always insist on the professionals at David White Body Shop. Whether you're relocating into Jackson or just wanting something new and different, call Kenny Sutherland with 5-Star Real Estate Services. He can help make your dreams become a reality. With over 20 years experience and helping over 1,000 families with their new home purchases, there's a reason that he is your new construction expert and home buying specialist. Call Kenny today direct at 731-444-1164 or 731-661-9000.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles!
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
And good evening and welcome to Warner Taylor Field here on the campus of Jackson Christian School. A beautiful setting for a ball game this afternoon, and we want to welcome you to the BallGame Blitz TV Sports Network produced by Worthy Road Studios on the Jackson Christian Facebook page. This is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of the BallGame Blitz broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. I'm Coach Joe Holloway. I'll be your announcer for tonight's ball game. And, of course, the Worthy Road Studios Network and the BallGame Blitz cover other high schools that include, of course, Jackson Christian, USJ, TCA, who is the opponent today. They also do Peabody football, Sacred Heart basketball, cover Union University's home games, including volleyball, soccer, basketball, softball, and baseball, and are the model for the Gulf South Conference for the home broadcast of those other teams. Worthy Road Studios also produces all Jackson Rockabilly baseball games and Bethel football, and won an award for producing the Rockabilly games. All of our games are archived to Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. Our executive producer for the BallGame Blitz is Paul Schulze. And, of course, we'll tell you more about our advertisers. And we're going to take a timeout. And when we come back, we'll tell you about this matchup in softball between the Trinity Christian Lady Lions and the Jackson Christian School Lady Eagles. Let's take that timeout.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Whether you're relocating into Jackson or just wanting something new and different, call Kenny Sutherland with 5-Star Real Estate Services. He can help make your dreams become a reality. With over 20 years experience and helping over 1,000 families with their new home purchases, there's a reason that he is your new construction expert and home buying specialist. Call Kenny today, direct at 731-444-1164 or 731-661-9000.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.
We're back here, as you see, a great shot by our camera crew of the umpires. They've talked it over. We'll have a meeting. You see in a minute, Coach Kraft from TCA will be striding into the picture. Jennifer Wheeler, our head coach, will be coming in to it in a minute. It's 72 degrees here in Jackson, mostly cloudy, and y'all are going to need this. We got a full crew. And it looks like those partly cloudy conditions are expected to stay to around 7 p.m., maybe get fully cloudy a little after that. Sunsets at 7:18 today. Of course, fast pitch softball for the ladies goes a lot quicker than baseball does. And you'll see that they sprint on and off the field. The warm-up tosses are quicker. And, of course, remember the key word is you do not, and I repeat, do not throw off a mound. You are pitching out of the circle. That is the key thing to remember about the pitcher. And you got windmillers and slingshotters. You got two ball clubs that are rebuilding, very young. We'll tell you more about that. According to Game Changer, TCA comes in 1-3. They did not have a result for their first game of the year, and sometimes those turn into scrimmages like ours did with Southside. Jackson Christian comes in 0-5, and, of course, Bailey Robinson will be back on the mound for the first time. And Patsy Lovelace did a good job filling in for her, and we'll pitch some more this year because you got to have more than one pitcher. And it looks like Haley Lewis, the junior, is going to go for the TCA Lady Lions. So you got a matchup of junior pitchers, and there was a change in their lineup. They had expected someone else to pitch, and you see the instructions, ground rules being gone over, TSSAA sportsmanship expectations. And you can see in the background, Old Glory out there is blowing rather briskly out, and those can go up to about 21 or 22 miles an hour. Now, they say tomorrow we may have some worse than that. Field in excellent condition, and give Jennifer Wheeler a lot of credit. And she had a little bit of help. She did the majority of the work because it rained over here after we set up cameras and stuff, and the tarp was pulled at 2:30. So great job by Jennifer and staff, and, of course, a couple of our guys like Darby Palmer and his staff all over the place. The coaches have shook hands, and I tell you what we will do. We will take, and very quickly, let me give you a little order. We're kind of changing things around because of the way things have happened. But Abby Davis will lead off for TCA. She'll be followed by MJ Abernathy, and Kylie Crawford will hit third. The battery for Jackson Christian, and no, we're not talking about the physical battery. That's what you call a pitching and catcher. Bailey Robinson, who wears number 7, junior pitcher, on the mound. And I said it wrong. I know I did. I wanted to see if y'all caught it, and I've already got a text. Moose has texted me already. It's from the Circle. And Lena, let's see, catching will be Maggie Kaufman. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll give you the complete starting lineups. But we did want to get you started. Let's take that timeout.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hannah, and I didn't turn it up enough, did I, Chris? 19, Hannah Parker in right field as sophomore. And we are getting Jackson Christian's starting lineup announced. We told you Bailey will be on the mound, Robinson today. And what we'll do is come back with their defensive positions here in just a moment. We're going to take another timeout, and when we come back, more softball.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
Had an accident and in need of repairs? If you're being towed, make sure the driver knows where to take it. David White Body Shop to expedite the repair process. David White Body Shop has been in business over 42 years. They have factory-trained certified technicians, and they are a direct repair shop for most insurance companies. They make sure your vehicle is repaired to manufacturer's recommendations. Always insist on the professionals at David White Body Shop.
The best thing to order is when you are sitting at soccer practice, order it through your phone while you're sitting there, and then you go and pick it up.
But you're much more of a planner than me.
I am.
And that's what I love about you.
Yes.
You know, I'm not that prepared. It's more seat in my pants.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And we are back, and we will tell you, I might have a little momentary delay coming back. Chris, our press box, pretty crowded. He has to sit on the side, and I have to look for the signal because it is loud out here. The sound system working perfectly, and you see Jackson Christian out on the field, and we'll give you their defensive positions. First of all, pitching, of course, Bailey Robinson. Kaufman will be the catcher. Holt at first, Pittman at second, Tinsley at third. Tinsley is actually playing short today. Last time we did a game, she played third, but Kendall Turner is over at third base. In center field is Elena Yarbrough. In right field, Lovelace has moved there. She's been pitching some and did a good job for the team. And Moore in left field. That's the defensive lineup you will see. And we are waiting for Game Changer to make its appearance. This originally was a 5 o'clock start, moved back to 6, and it's a good thing it was to accommodate getting the field ready and things like that after some rain. Brisk wind today as Abby Davis has stepped into the right-handed batter's box. Turner up in front of third base off the line about 8 feet, maybe 7. And you get a great shot from our center field camera. Robinson's first pitch, and it's a strike. No ball, 1 strike count. And here comes the game changer. That will help keep our stats up to official. Just missing. Good pitch. Robinson, a junior. Pretty good basketball player, too. Her third pitch is a swinging strike as Davis, the freshman, takes a nice, healthy cut. On deck is number 18, MJ Abernathy, the shortstop. She's a senior. And it's a swinging strike 3. And I know I've told you this earlier in the season, but Bailey has increased her velocity over her sophomore year pitching the baseball. MJ playing shortstop, and she's got a lot of experience. She has seen a lot of winning out at TCA, just like our girls here have seen a lot of winning. Both teams fighting back with young teams this year. And this is a hit batsman, and that'll put a runner on first. Trust me, Robinson did not want to hit the batsman. Kaufman, the catcher, is a freshman, and we'll go over that because both teams have some 8th graders playing. This is Kylie Crawford, the second baseman. And a nice pitch for a strike. I like the way the umpire sounds off on that one. Robinson's got her sign. Toes the pitching rubber. And that one gets by the catcher and advancing to second. After getting on as a hit batsman is MJ Abernathy. Kylie Crawford, the second baseman. She's a senior, very experienced player. And Jeff Crawford, if you're listening out there, I want to say hello, one of my former players at Northside. That one is a strike right down Main Street. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, a runner in scoring position, though at second. Yarborough shading towards right field. Left fielder Moore straight away. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground. It's a dribbler. And the first baseman, Holt, will take it. Runner will advance to third. There are 2 outs in the inning. And Haley Lewis can help her own cause. She hits fourth. She's a junior. Score that one 3U. That means 3 unassisted, 3 the number for the first baseman in your scorebook. 2 outs, Davis striking out, and then you had the second out, the ground out. And there's what I was talked about. It can get away, and the run does score, and that's a big run for TCA. And there are 2 outs, we'll remind everybody, because our scoreboard picture is of the scoreboard. Haley Lewis at the plate, the junior, a very accomplished softball player. On deck. And another hit batsman. So Lewis will go to first, and that'll bring up number 3, the junior first baseman, Mandy Putman, with the catcher, Jenny Joyce, on deck. Now the rest of their lineup is either sophomores or 8th graders after Putman. She's a junior. Open stance. And you notice even when I say it's an open stance, that foot will stride towards the pitcher. 1 run is in for TCA. It's a 1 ball, no strike. Swinging strike 1. 2 out in the inning. There's a runner on first. That is Lewis. And again, the outfield about the same position. It's a big gap in left center. Swinging strike 2 as Putman took a healthy cut. Robinson checks the band that tells which pitch, and they relay them from the dugout. And when she takes the, I call it the bounce step because I'm not a slingshotter, and you don't have that step when you are a full windmiller. You have that step like that. Fouled off. Runner was moving and will. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Only 1 runner on second. As we say when we do baseball games in minor league baseball, at a lot of the parks, if you have 2 runners on with the 2-2 count and 2 outs, you ring the little bell they have in a lot of those press boxes. Inside runs the count, 3-2. It was also low. Lewis on second, the pitcher. Joyce on deck, wearing number 2. And the batter steps out. Don't blame her. Good thought on her part. Mandy Putman, the junior, has some experience also. Steps towards the plate. Fouled off. Kaufman, the young freshman catcher, she has a lot of energy. And think you get to have her as a catcher for 4 years, and she will get better each year. These are 2 teams that have been powers in the district. They still can determine the outcome of things. USJ and Tipton Rosemark have And that one's low and inside, and that'll walk the batter and put runners at first and second. So Putman's at first with the walk, and with 2 outs and 2 on. Jenny Joyce comes up. TCA has 1-0 lead on the pitch that got away and couldn't be retrieved in time to stop the alert runner from scoring. And sometimes I'll remind you, will hear the PA system through my mic. That cannot be avoided. Here's the pitch. And a great jump down there by Lewis. And like I said, she's experienced. That's a strike. This umpire does a good job of letting you know. I've worked a game he's done before, and I like to see him. He's pretty accurate on his calls, too. Here comes the no ball, 1 strike pitch. Strike 2. And, boy, worked that black edge of the plate on the inside. Tough place for Joyce to pull the trigger. You got to get out in front of that one. Lewis at second, Putman at first. Still a big gap between Moore and Yarborough. Wind blowing out. Swinging strike 3 as the catcher held for the 3rd out. 1 run on no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Score in a half inning of play, TCA 1, Jackson Christian coming to bat. Let's take that timeout on the Facebook network. Whether you're relocating into Jackson or just wanting something new and different, call Kenny Sutherland with 5-Star Real Estate Services. He can help make your dreams become a reality. With over 20 years experience and helping over 1,000 families with their new home purchases, there's a reason that he is your new construction expert and home buying specialist. Call Kenny today, direct at 731-444-1164 or 731-661-9000.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
We are back, ready for Jackson Christian to come to the plate. Leading off will be the junior pitcher, Bailey Robinson, wears number 7. In the 2 slot, senior Elena Yarbrough wears number 23 and plays center field in the 3rd spot. Carly Holt, the junior, wears 21, plays first base. Yesterday, Jackson Christian lost, but gave a fine effort. Had a tough first inning, much like the baseball team did, but came back. Holt had 2 hits yesterday. She hit a home run. Going against a very good pitcher in Haley Lewis, so you got 2 good ones on the mound today. And I did it again. I've got to get off the mound stuff. I was trying to draw Moose's attention, who's listening up in Kingsport, Tennessee, and I have said mound twice, which is a cardinal sin. But you notice I catch myself because I know I have done wrong. It is called a circle in softball. Now, for some of y'all trying to send me messages on the Facebook, I cannot see them because I've got Game Changer on and can't go to the comment part. And that's the reason we haven't been reading. When we do baseball, it is impossible to read any of the comments during the game. And so we'll check those afterwards. Yesterday, and I forgot who did that, but appreciate the middle school did win against USJ yesterday in baseball. And the boys baseball team, they're playing at USJ right now. They started that contest at 5:30. We'll try to get you some updates. But, again, I'm pretty well locked in to Game Changer on my phone. Here's Robinson at the plate. And a good pitch for a strike. TCA has 1-0 lead. Now, they are playing almost straight away in field at normal depth. Center fielders, sometimes you have to get a step off the line with the plate. Fouled off. Thought if we'd had the old fishnet, we could have stuck it out there and maybe got it. But the center fielder does have to step off line because sometimes you can't see through your pitcher and pick it up when it leaves the bat. And Haley Lewis on the mound for the Lady Lions with a 2-strike count of it. Tries to throw the changeup. It's popped up. See if it'll hang up in the air. It hung up in the air long enough for the center fielder, Hadrago, who's a pretty good basketball player, to get over there and get it. So F8, that means you fly it out to center field for the first out, and it brings up the senior who also plays basketball, Elena Yarbrough. And sometimes people get on to me saying this, but the Yarbrough family enrolled in these kids, including her older sister, been here for a while. She shows bunt on the first one, draws it back. It's a ball. The Yarbrough family is kind of famous over at Northside because I got to coach a ton of those over there. They were all staters, and I don't know who was better, the basketball girls over there of the Yarbroughs, and they could play all, or the boys who could play multiple sports. Matter of fact, her dad is a Northside grad, but he's a great supporter of Jackson Christian. There's a strike. 1-1 to count with 1 out. Elena Yarbrough coming up there. I believe Elena has been part of the royalty this year at maybe it was Winterfest. I forgot whether it was that or the football. At Winterfest. My young helpers here have given me the clue to that so I don't sound so bad. 2 balls and a strike. Yarbrough's going to show the bunt again. Lewis is focused. She doesn't take the big step, more the traditional windmill style. And sometimes you can hear, it's 3-1 the count, and you can hear her hand rub the edge of her pants. That's where she's keeping her release point at a good spot. The 3-1 pitch on the way. And the umpire liked that one. He said it's strike 2, 3-2. Yarbrough, a good team player, just trying to get on base. And she will, on occasion, I don't think she got assigned to bunt, but she'll draw back, be ready. And that one was a little inside, and the umpire gave the up signal. So you got your first runner for Jackson Christian School with 1 out. And that brings up the power hitting Carly Holt, a left-handed power hitter. Also plays post on the basketball team. And again, the bunt is shown. She draws back. The umpire said Yarbrough steals that one standing up. Almost went too far, but a stolen base for Yarbrough. And their infield is Putnam, Crawford, Abernathy, and Davis. We'll give you the outfield in a minute. Joyce is catching for TCA. Lewis on the mound. And that is a nice pitch, low, and where left-handed hitters can only maybe take that one to left field. And the closer it gets inside, then you got to get out in front of it. Good wide stance by Holt up in the front of the box. Swinging strike 2. One out in the inning. Holt would like to make connection. I believe Lewis pitched last year here at Warner Taylor Field against Jackson Christian. Not sure who pitched at TCA last year. Swinging strike 3 for the second out. Now the runners with the ping of the bat since they're middle. In baseball, you like to say crack of the bat. And you've got 2 very good pitchers going on the mound today. Lewis very skilled. That one inside. At the plate is the senior, second, or actually third baseman, Kendall Turner. She wears number 2. One ball pitch. Turner, good hitter. As she takes that one for a strike, evens the count. Now she's seen the good stuff. She's seen a changeup. So let's see if Kendall Turner has her timing. She's up in the front of the box. Check some of those great center field shots, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Kendall held off of that one wisely, and it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Runners will be going with any ping of the bat since they're metal bats. And Yarbrough's ready to run down there. The 2-1 pitch by Lewis. Hit into the outfield. It's a base hit. It gets by the left fielder. 1 run will score. And it is a tie contest as Yarborough scores. And Kendall gets a base hit. We'll see if they scored a single and an error or a double. Temporarily, we're going to go ahead because that one was hit at a tough spot to catch. And she gets an RBI out of that. That brings up Jenna Tinsley, who on the basketball floor and the softball field is quicker than a hiccup. She, too, is at the front of the box, back foot even with the front of the plate. Drill down the line. Let's see if they send the runner home, and they are. That one kind of booted a little bit, and Tinsley officially will have a single and an RBI. Jackson Christian has taken a 2-run lead, or 2-1 lead. I know there's a young man named Peyton Tinsley probably glad that just happened, as I know he pulls for Jenna. Maggie Kaufman, the freshman catcher. I think she had 2 hits the last time I was here. Pitch a little low for a ball. 2-1. 1 ball count, a runner at second. Lewis's pitch fouled off the top of the bat. That one kind of hit the edge and the top a little bit. Evens the count at 1-1. Saw Putnam, the first baseman, moving towards you, and that's good. You want to be on your toes. You don't want to get caught flat-footed. Third baseman even with the bag, not expecting a bunt. Outfield pretty well straight away. And a nice pitch by Lewis. 1-2. Kaufman in the hole. The freshman catcher would like nothing than to get a base hit like her teammates have and score another run. Here's the pitch. Gets away, and we'll have a runner at third. And that's what I've told you about. Blocking the ball and wild pitches, pass balls, things like that. So important to keep those down in softball because runner advancement like that happens more in softball than it does in baseball right now, or at least in this area. Drill to the third baseman for the third out. Kaufman got it all, but a great catch down there by Davis at third base for the third out. Jackson Christian is out, but they did get 2 big runs in that inning and on 2 hits. And no errors, that officially no errors, or actually unofficially. 2 hits, and the score is 2-1 at the end of 1. Let's take a timeout.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We are back. As you see, Bailey Robinson taking her warm-up tosses. She's been given a 2-1 lead by her teammates. Riley Hadrago, who made the great catch out in the outfield a while ago. The sophomore will be up there first. She'll be followed by Peyton Tharp, the 8th grader that plays left field, and then we'll see who comes up to bat. That is number 11, Peyton Tharp. Of course, we are playing with the flex position today. Robert Kraft gave some instructions to Peyton Tharp. Kaufman's pegged down to second, and a nice one. And this is Riley Hadrago, who had a good basketball season for TCA. Jackson Christian with a 2-1 lead. Yarborough scored. Turner scored. And I've got it straight in my mind now because I'm used to seeing Kendall at shortstop and Tinsley at third in the games I've done. You kind of commit some things to memory, even though you've got a chart to look at. Robinson ready. There's the hop and bringing it, just missing. We'll check her pitches in just a minute, the number she's thrown. It's a 1-ball count. Slightly closed stance for Drago. Oh, that is a good pitch. Both pitchers have thrown some dandy pitches tonight. 1-1 count to Riley Hadrago. 24 pitches. 25th one may have held it a little long. It went high, and it'll even the count at 2-2. Now, again, this is the pitch that you want. Well, actually, it's 2-1 because there's only been one strike. Swinging strike. So now you've got an even count at 2-2. No outs in the inning. Hadrago going against Robinson. That one high. And you really don't want to take it to a 3-2 count because now you got to bring it in there. You got to really fight you want to bring it down Main Street. Do not want to walk it. Walks will hurt you. The late, great Dizzy Dean, Hall of Famer in baseball, said, oh, those bases on balls. Fouled off. Good piece of hitting by Hadrago. It's a good pitch. We'll see what the dugout calls this time. Will they change off of that, or will Robinson come back with the number 1 pitch, the fastball, out of the circle? Old Glory blowing straight out. Here's the pitch, swinging, strike 3. So the first out of the inning. I want to say that Bailey Robinson had just a little extra on it. And advancing to the plate, number 11, Peyton Tharp. She's in the 8th grade. Her front foot, and she's got a very open stance. Watch the stride towards the pitcher. See our great center field camera shot. She was bunting, and it's a good thing it looked like it went off her, but she was still in the batter's box, so she's not out. There's 1 strike. And got to give Chris and Steven and Paul Schultz here a lot of credit because to help get these cameras ready for the games. And here's the pitch, and that one a ball, and Chris, go ahead and get that. They are doing yeoman's work to make sure this game gets on because the breaker's been thrown. These are ground fault breakers here at the field before, and so tell these young men they've done a great job. Held it a little longer than Bailey wanted to, and that makes it a 2-ball, 1 strike count with 1 out. Robinson's got her sign. There's the bunt attempt, and it goes down the third baseline. I think at the angle, I think Coach Kraft's such a great instructor. He'll help the young lady and tell her now. Probably is hitting away with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Lydia Cashin is next, a left-handed hitter. And you heard the hand go right by and brush the pants for the second strikeout in the inning. Those release points so important in fast-pitch softball. Up in the front of the box, there's still a little room, but Cashin, strong left-handed hitter. And a strike. That's the best place to throw a left-hander, that low and inside. The late, great Ted Williams used to have a chart with baseballs, and he did it with softball. And you hit about 218 where that pitch was thrown, which is a low percentage. Fouled off for strike 2. Number 22, Abby Davis, the third baseman who made a great catch a minute ago, is on deck. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Robinson ready to bring it. And got it. There's strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play. Jackson Christian 2, TCA 1. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Back at Warner Taylor Field, going into the bottom of the second, Patsy Lovelace, the junior right fielder who also pitches and has done a good job while Bailey Robinson had an injury. Kenley Pittman will follow her and Kenzie Moore. And then, if needed, the top of the order. Haley Lewis on the mound for TCA. Great shot from behind the umpire. You can see the field. And there's another one of those wonderful shots. Great camera crew, great camera placement. And they've worked hard to keep those cameras active due to the rain today. Fouled off the end of the bat for Lovelace. I bet she would like to have that pitch back again. It's 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Earl softball goes 7 innings. Boy, I'm keeping an eye on Old Glory. It is blowing straight out right now. There's a nice pitch for strike 2. Lovelace knows now she has to protect the plate. Lewis, an experienced pitcher. That one went up, looked like a changeup, maybe held a little long. Now those are gusts because the flag has just barely moving at all. And here's the 0-2 pitch, or the 1-2 pitch. Missed it. You have to catch it clean. She'll run to first, and the throw down there got him. You go ahead and score that a strikeout, but you have to score it as 2-3 assists to the catcher. The put out actually goes in official scoring to the first baseman. And Lewis still gets credit for her second strikeout of the night. Brings up Kenley Pittman, second baseman, 8th grader, showing bunt, but she draws back. And a nice pitch by Lewis. Shadows starting to slowly envelop the field. 2 strikes thrown in a row, and Lewis hit the same spot. Now Pittman will have to guard the plate. She'll have to be active. She's up in the front of the box. Third baseman backs up a step or two. She'd been up expecting the bunt. Showing bunt again, I'm going to say she's hitting away. And she held up. Oh, they say she went around. So a strikeout. Wow.
Now batting, number 17, Kenzie Moore.
I did not think she went around, but I'm at an angle. I'm over on the first base side, so unless I can turn and look at my monitor, I don't get a good look at those kind of pitches and swings. Kenzie Moore up there, 8th grader also, plays left field, hits left-handed, and she was bunting for a hit, and it kind of slid off under the bat. Third baseman Davis, a nice gesture to hand her the bat. Moore wears number 17, has played some good left field, and this is a young team. Matter of fact, both these teams are very young. I believe 1 8th grader starting for Trinity. There's a bunt that, again, went kind of under the bat a little bit. And 2 8th graders starting for the Lady Eagles. Now, the clouds take over, so you don't know how much of the field is really with the shade and how much is really with it just being a cloudy. And a strikeout. The bat came out of her hand. It was half bunt, half swing, and that is the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, Jackson Christian 2, Trinity 1. Let's take a 1-minute timeout.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Back for the top of the third here at Warner Taylor Field. And it looks like number 22, Abby Davis, the freshman third baseman, will lead off. She's 0 for 1 in the contest. Your infield holds at first, Pittman at second, Tinsley at short, and Turner at third, with an outfield of Moore in left. Yarborough in center. Lovelace is playing right field. Kaufman catching, and on the mound, Bailey Robinson, the junior pitcher. All the scoring in the first inning, and Jackson Christian holds that 2-1 lead. Top of the order for TCA here in the third. I may have said the second a minute ago, but it's the third. And that pitch just missing. As I told you, as I watched Bailey over the last couple of years, she has picked up some serious speed with her pitching. And the umpire likes that one, says it's 1-1. Flag is trying to change directions, blowing out towards left center. But there'll be Gus that whips it around, just like that pitch got whipped in there for strike 2. Outfield, except for Yarborough, pretty well straight away. There's a big gap that you could run forever in left center. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging, strike 3. 1 out in the inning. That brings up MJ Abernathy, the shortstop, wearing 18. She scored the only run in this contest. She got hit with a pitch the first time up. Wearing a guard on that right foot. Front foot even with the plate. Popped up. It'll get out of play. The dugouts and the screen are close to this field. Matter of fact, some people would love for the first base dugout to be moved back a little bit. Again, you have to watch the monitor to see it if you're here in the press box. Oh, nice pitch. He set it up a little bit. Wow. But he's been a very good umpire, so I'm not going to question it. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, 1 out. Abernathy against Robinson. Abernathy at the plate. And that one is a little short and bounces up there. 2-1 the pitch count. No runners on. On deck is Kylie Crawford. A great pitch there. Evens the count at 2-2. Crawford, a strong young lady, capable of hitting one out, hits in the third slot, but she's the on-deck batter. The hitter is MJ Abernathy, the senior shortstop. That one high, runs the count to 3-2. Unofficially, that's 45 pitches for Robinson. Over 2 innings and then into the third. A little bit of a high pitch count. Fouled off. It'll get out of play down third baseline. Almost went into the pavilion type area down the third baseline. And you can see Coach Kraft coaching over there at third. Well, the picture has changed, but what a great job he does. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Abernathy steps back in the box. Robinson ready to go in the circle. This one hit. She got out in front of it, and Abernathy got all of that one, but got out in front too much, and it's foul. And we may need a base or softball because we've had 2 straight fouled off. Can't carry as many softballs in your umpire's pouch as you can baseballs. And basketball is the opposite. The girls' basketball, you can drop 2 of those straight down in the rim, where you can only drop about 1 3/4 of a boys' basketball. Some people have been able to squeeze 2 through there. Hitter wants to step out for a minute. Robinson back at the back of the circle will step up there. You have to toe that pitching rubber. 48 pitches for Robinson, 49 on the way, and it's a swinging strike 3.
Now batting number 8.
7 strikeouts now for Robinson, and that brings up Kylie Crawford, who popped out, or actually rolled out to the first baseman the first time. She got a piece of it, fouling it off. Crawford also a senior. And what a lot of people don't realize, these young ladies on both teams that are seniors are getting closer and closer to graduation, which is a big step. It's a rite of passage in your life. Enjoy high school while you're there. That pitch is a ball. It's 1-1. I know they had the junior-senior banquet, last Thursday night here at Jackson Christian, and the young people always enjoy it. Boy, they look nice, some of the pictures I've seen. Great pitch. Almost impossible to hit. Crawford knew it, and she's going to wait for a better pitch. 1-2 the count. 2 are out. Haley Lewis, the pitcher, on deck. She's the cleanup lady. And when we say cleanup, we're not talking about cleaning the field up. We're talking about the number 4 hitter, the one that's supposed to drive the big runs in, if there are people on base ahead of her. That one fouled away, as you saw. And again, I can't get over the great pictures from Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. This game will be archived on Worthy Road's YouTube page. That one kind of hit the dirt a little early. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's almost like you're reading poetry, and you got to be smooth when you say the 2s and stuff. Robinson checks her armband. Ready to throw. And that one is low, runs the count to 3-2 with 2 outs. She really wants to get this hitter because, like I said, Lewis, a good hitter, strong enough to reach the fences here. Kylie Crawford at the plate. The pitch, it's low, and she walked her. Runner on first, 2 outs. Lewis, who was hit by a pitch the last time up, advances to the plate. Straightaway and left. Yarbrough about 8 feet off of that straightaway line into right field. Drill towards Yarbrough. Will she get it? No, it gets over her head. Crawford streaking towards third. The relay comes in. Tinsley gets it. So a base hit by Lewis. And that puts runners on second and third. And Putman, who walked the last time, Mandy Putman, a junior first baseman. And again, we'll check the footwork out. See the open stance. Inning started off easy. Now the last 2 batters have gotten on, one by walk, one by a hit. Lewis has hit the first one of the game for TCA. You say they got to run. That one not far enough away. Kaufman all over it. You got to pounce on it like a cat when you're catching back there and it gets away from you. Just over Yarbrough's reach. slipped when she got back to the fence a little bit to pick it up. And remember, it has rained on that outfield. It does not have a tarp. 2 ball, no strike count to Mandy Putman, the first baseman. Middle school winning yesterday. This one fouled off. And between innings, I'll try to check on the baseball team and see how they are doing over at USJ. And remember, I cannot take comments because I'm not on the Facebook page. I am on Game Changer with my stats. Here's the pitch. Low, 3-1. 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third. That's Lewis and Crawford. Swinging, strike 2. And Lewis, an experienced base runner. She's a pitcher. She knows she's getting a healthy lead, but she can't steal third because there is a runner there, and the catcher did a good job. 3-2, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. And they say it's inside, and another walk, and the bases are jammed. Ducks on the pond, if you prefer that term. And Jenny Joyce comes up there. She's 0 for 1 in this contest, the sophomore. And you can't see the picture of it, but she had to take her shin guards off because when you're a catcher, you have to go up there with your shin guards partially on because it takes a lot of time. Joyce, front foot even with the plate. Let's see how the pitching strategy is. And that one is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Sacks are jammed. Crawford, the tying run, is at third. Swinging, strike 2, and that was the Von Ryan Express coming down through there. That was the good fastball. 0-2. Like I said, with the ping of the bat, contact with the bat, the runners will be off. Robinson's 0-2 pitch. Swinging, strike 3, and gets out of a jam with the strikeout, and that should be her 8th strikeout. No runs were picked up on 1 hit, 3 left. The score at the end of 2.5 innings of play, Jackson Christian holds a 2-1 lead over TCA. Let's try a minute timeout.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
And we are back for the bottom of the third. Bailey Robinson, the leadoff hitter for Jackson Christian, also the pitcher, who is 0 for 1 and a junior, will come up to face Haley Lewis.
Now batting number 7, Bailey Robinson.
The score is USJ is behind. Our Eagles are leading 4-2. It's in the 4th inning. And Paul has helped us out because when I'm with Game Changer, I cannot go to the Facebook pages of any of the schools. But, folks, Game Changer is such a big help. Either one. Paul Schultz, our executive producer here, and the hard work that all of our crew has put in, because sometimes the cameras, when wet grounds give you trouble, ground fault breakers will click the electricity off. And here is Bailey Robinson, slightly open stance, not as much as some people's stance. She strides, hits one high in the air. goes out, and it falls. It's a fair ball. She'll be streaking for second. Slides in safe with a double. So Bailey trying to help her own cause, gets a double. And Elena Yarborough, who is a pretty good bunter, although she's bunting off a pitcher that's experienced and knows how to throw. And there's a strategy in softball on how you throw to people that are bunting. Let's see if she draws back, though. Yarborough is capable of that and hitting away. And she goes, and she was going to bunt. Didn't matter. It was a good pitch and a strike, so 0-1 count. Now, if she's going to drop a bunt, if it's a strike, you got to do it on this pitch. You don't want to get into a two-strike situation, because if you bunt foul with two strikes, you're out. One strike, though, the count right now. Now let's see what happens with the strategy. Third baseman was all over it. Good coverage by the shortstop, Abernathy. Davis was up there and could have introduced herself to the hitter. 0-2, let's see what the brain trust for the Lady Eagles have got. I have a feeling she's drawing back. She may step out of the batter's box here in a minute. Very patient. Elena Yarborough with a 0-2 count. Lewis's pitch. And that one is a ball. 1-2. Yarborough 0 for 0 officially because she walked and scored in that first inning. Second plate appearance. Fouled off. Good swing. Just got under it a little bit. She gets that one on the sweet spot of the bat. Sweet spot of the bat is a little bigger on an aluminum or metal bat than it is on a wooden bat. I still like the wooden bat. So 1-2. She'll draw back. She's showing bunt, but she's not bunting. Again, hanging tough, fouling it off. Pitch count. Lewis has 38 pitches through this point into the third inning. And the Jackson Christian Eagles baseball team leading USJ 4-2 in the fourth. That one hits the ground. Running down there is Robinson. And you've got to remember that she does the right thing, but she has had a foot injury. And let's see if she wants to walk it off a little bit, because she got up a little gingerly, and you have to wait because you don't want to pull your foot off and have them tag you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yarborough shows bunt. She'll draw back. She does. Fouls another one off. That's running that pitch count up. Unofficially 41 pitches. Yarborough has had a good at-bat, whether she gets on or not. Now, preferably, you'd want to get on. But she's made the pitcher, who's a good one, use a lot of pitches. 2-2, no out. And like I said, we need a new Wilson softball there, probably. We'll get a good supply of them. And we fouled a lot of pitches off today. I think we foul more off here today in softball than we have in baseball the whole season. Anytime these young ladies from both teams do anything, they do it big and they do it right. Jennifer Wheeler gives the catcher a ball to give the umpire, gives Haley Lewis. Jennifer's arm looks like she can still play too right now. Our head coach at Jackson Christian School. Yarborough in the front of the plate showing the bunt. Watch her draw back. Again, another foul tip. Amazing. Two and two, no outs. The runner at third is Bailey Robinson. The infield is Putnam, Crawford, Abernathy, and Davis. Fouled, out of play to the left side, gets over there close to the cars. Don't need any David White body work yet over there, but they'll be glad to help you out. They do a great job. That's where my car goes. Still 2-2. Great battle between Yarborough and Haley Lewis here. It's low for the 44th pitch, but it comes back far enough that Joyce can get it and stop the runner from scoring. And trust me, Bailey Robinson, if it gets away a little bit, is quick enough to score. 3-2, 2 outs. Lewis would like to get the strikeout here. Yarborough wants to get on, get a sacrifice fly or something that'll get the run in. Here's the 3-2 pitch. hit way out in the outfield. It could be. It might be. It is a home run. A 2-run shot for Elena Yarborough. And that is the second one I have got to see her hit this year. It's a 2 RBI shot. And Jackson Christian leads 4-1. That is her second one. You are right. She has done a good job. And it is 4-1. 2-run home run by Yarborough. Here comes up a young lady that had 2 hits, including a home run yesterday, Carly Holt. And that came off a very good pitcher, Haley Lewis. Yarborough worked her, kept fouling those pitches off. 45 pitches thrown by Lewis officially. We are in the 3rd inning. At this point, that's 15 pitches, basically an inning. Good pitch, inside and low, right at those knees for a strike. The right place to throw left-handed hitters. Holt up in the front of the box, but she's strong enough to yank one out of here too. That one is low. 1-1. Bases are cleared after Yarborough's second home run of the year. 1-1 the count to Holt. Outfield straight away. That one outside. 2-1 count. Holt and her brother, both that plays on the baseball team, usually have exceptional eyes at the plate, meaning they see balls and strikes quite well. The 2-1 pitch to Holt. It's low for 3-1. Their dad was a great athlete, but I know more about their mother as an athlete. She was one of the great three-point shooters in Northside High School's history. Actually played for yours truly, and very proud of him and known the family for a long time. She is also kin to Zach Cisco, who kicked for the football team. Her uncle is Shane. Here's one drill to the right side. He gets through to the outfield, gets away from the outfielder. So you've got a single and an error, and it's going to be a 2-base error, but the single is what's important. Now, that doesn't mean that's how you score them if you're scoring minor league baseball. They may score it a triple, but you normally score one like that, a hit and a 2-base error. But there's a runner in scoring position. Brings up Kendall Turner, who doubled and scored back in the first inning. Lewis's pitch hit into that gap, and it may get all the way it does to the wall. It'll be a stand-up double for Turner, and Holt scores. 2 doubles on the day for Kendall Turner. The outfield of Parker in right, Hydrago in center, and Tharp in left getting a little extra work right now. And at the plate, Jenna Tinsley, who has an RBI also. And a good jump down there by Turner, the senior and experienced base runner. Tinsley 1 for 1, had that RBI single back in the first. Up in the front of the box. Lewis has got it, comes to the plate. It's low, and another good jump down there. TCA, the shortstop, on the move for the defense. Davis will cover at third, but you got to like the effort of the shortstop, Abernathy, to get over and help in case the ball gets away. 5-1 your score. Pitch high, and it's 3-0. And will they give her the caution, the green light, or the automatic take is on? Those are the 3 choices. Some hitters, usually in the top 4, can be given the what I call the caution, where you down the middle hit it. Now there's a good strike right there. 3-1 with no outs and a runner at second. Jenna Tinsley, who's 1 for 1, playing short today, is ready. Lewis is ready. She comes to the plate with it. Fouled off, makes it 3-2. Now Tinsley wants to do like Yarborough and make sure she gets at least a piece of the softball. Protect that plate. We're in the bottom of the third. Jackson Christian scored 3. Lewis ready. Fouled off again. And our on-deck batter, Maggie Kaufman, had to do a little two-step jump over there. You don't want to get hit. Oh, softball sometimes I think hurts worse than the baseball does. Both of them hurt when you get hit with them. 3-2 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground. Now the runner will advance. They'll throw over to first. 1 out in the inning. Third baseman Davis thought about trying to get, but the rundown sometimes is the decision you don't want to get into. Get the out. First out in the inning, and that brings up Maggie Kaufman, who lined, and I mean, she hit a shot to the third baseman, Davis. Undercut just a little bit. And, of course, you don't uppercut too much, but it's kind of an arc cut with the bat so you can drive the ball. Now, slap hitters, whole different style, but we haven't got one playing tonight. 1-1 now after the pitch outside. Runner at third. That's Kendall Turner, who has experience. Lewis's pitch. Hit out in the outfield. Will it hang up? We tag up? Good peg cut off by the pitcher, and we don't tag up. 2 outs now in the inning.
Now batting number 10, Patsy Lovelace.
Good job by Hydrago out there in center, and she has been involved in 2 very good catches. Patsy Lovelace, the right fielder, 0 for 1. Would like to help the cause right here. She drills one in and may get to the gap. Let's see if it can get cut off. The left fielder does cut it off. The run does score. Big productive inning for the Eagles. They have 6 now. 4 runs in this inning as Kendall Turner scores. And it is 6-1. Drilled for a base hit. Lovelace is going to go to third, and that one gets to the wall, and they're going to hold Lovelace up, and possibly a good thing that they did. So Pittman, I didn't even get to announce her. Lovelace now on third, Pittman on second. 6-1 the score.
Now batting number 17, Kenzie Moore.
At the plate, Kenzie Moore, the left-handed hitter, shows bunt. She was bunting. Umpire says it's low. She pulled the bat back soon enough. The young 8th grader is 0 for 1. She would really, with 2 outs, like to contribute to the cause. First baseman is getting closer all the time. Foul that one off. Got it just on the bottom side of the barrel of the bat. Kenzie has great potential as an 8th grader, has done a very creditable job in left field. 6-1 the score. 1-1 the count on Kenzie Moore. Here's Lewis's pitch. She pulled it back, didn't offer, so it's a ball. And I guarantee you, while Davis was there, and you don't do that, she could have shook hands with Moore. It was that close. Wonder if she's got a business card. Doing a good job, though, down at third, charging like Coach Kraft wants them to for TCA. See if Moore can get this one down, or is she swinging away? And it's outside. She pulled her bat back. Good eye so far. 3-1. Moore wants to get on by any means necessary. We are in the bottom of the third. 6-run lead. This will be the 9th man to bat for Jackson Christian. Fouled off, and it makes it 3-2. Now, if you bunt and it goes foul, it would be an out. Do you hit away, or do you let the young 8th grader bunt again? 3-2, 2 outs. runners at second and third. Lewis on the mound, ready to bring it and fling it. Got her. And that ends the inning, but there were 4 big runs that went into it. And at the end of 3 innings of play, Jackson Christian leads 6-1. Let's take a 1-minute timeout.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
And we are back with Jackson Christian leading. And I was trying to get a score from over there where they are playing USJ. They were leading 4-2 a while ago. And let's see if I can get anything on this one.
Now batting number 8, Kylie Crawford.
And University School has come back and lead in the bottom of the 5th, 7-4 over Jackson Christian. And we are back with our game here. And the hitter is Riley Hadrago, who has made a couple of really outstanding catches. Bailey Robinson on the mound for the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles. This one hit to left field. Will it be fair or foul? Moore won't be able to get to it. It is a foul ball. Went back in that corner. Tough place to have it go. And let's see if I can pick that up. They have not changed yet on, I've got 0-2 according to Game Changer. We'll trust Game Changer for a minute. Hadrago with the 0-2 pitch. Just inside. She had to jump back a little bit, but remember the black stripe or edge of the plate is in the strike zone. And that one just missed. Umpire was correct, but it just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes according to Game Changer. That one outside. Now this is the pitch that Bailey really wants her on. Bailey has thrown 69 pitches through 3 innings. That is a heavy pitch count. The good thing is the underhanded softball throwing motion is easier on the arm than the overhand baseball. That one is, he called it fair. Moore chasing it down. And this is the first time I was calling this young man's games. I will have to disagree with him. And it is a 2-base hit, which Riley Hadrago deserved. She did a good piece of hitting. And that brings, with no outs, up Peyton Tharp, the left fielder. The 8th grader is 0 for 1 officially. 71 pitches now for Robinson. And Hadrago gets a good lead. That second hop, a little late, but still got out there. First pitch ball. On deck is Cashin. That one is a strike. 1-1, but the runner advances to third as it gets away. So a runner in scoring position, no outs. 1-1 count on Tharp, who's 0 for 1. She wears number 11, hits right-handed. That one a strike 2. She was wanting to bunt, and I think she thought it might have been a ball, but it wasn't. It was actually a rather nice pitch. Garber not as far off the straightaway point in center field. Wind blowing to right field. Here's the pitch. Swinging, strike 3. One out in the inning with the runner at third.
Now batting number 1, Lydia Cash.
Unofficially, that's 9 strikeouts. We'll check on that. Brings up the left-handed hitting sophomore, Lydia Cashin. She's the designated player. She's 0 for 1, then the top of the order to follow her. A little bit low, didn't miss much, and we had good coverage as you saw. Kendall Turner coming hard. Carly Holt is going to play. The second baseman will have to cover. That alters your strategy. We'll ask Paul if it's in the fifth yet. A bunt. They tag the runner. Good play by Holt. It is 7-4, and they're in the bottom of the fifth or the top of the fifth. Bottom fifth. USJ leading in that contest. So 2 outs, and we'll give that's 3U. That's first baseman unassisted on that one. Here's the top of the order. Abby Davis is 0 for 2. She's a good hitter, and she's probably overdue. TCA would love to cash in and get that run. Two balls, no strikes as that one's low. Unofficially 78 pitches. I'll check the exact pitch count in a moment. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, hit on the ground to Tinsley. She'll go to first, shoots over there successfully to her first baseman, and that ends the inning. There was 1 hit, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 3.5, it's Jackson Christian 6, TCA 1. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Had an accident and in need of repairs? If you're being towed, make sure the driver knows where to take it. David White Body Shop to expedite the repair process. David White Body Shop has been in business over 42 years. They have factory-trained certified technicians, and they are a direct repair shop for most insurance companies. They make sure your vehicle is repaired to manufacturer's recommendations. Always insist on the professionals at David White Body Shop. Whether you're relocating into Jackson or just wanting something new and different, call Kenny Sutherland with 5-Star Real Estate Services. He can help make your dreams become a reality. With over 20 years experience and helping over 1,000 families with their new home purchases, there's a reason that he is your new construction expert and home buying specialist. Call Kenny today, direct at 731-444-1164 or 731-661-9000. We are back and going into the bottom of the fourth. Jackson Christian holds a 6-1 lead. Be back to the top of the order. Bailey Robinson will be leading off. Haley Lewis still on the mound for TCA. She's thrown 69 pitches. USJ with a 7-4 lead over Jackson Christian in the fifth and threatening for more. Here's one driven. It could be. It might be. It is a home run. We need a new softball, Mr. Wilson. And good day by Bailey Robinson. You had a double the last time up, now a home run. That will increase the lead to 7-1. Yarbrough, who is coming up to the plate, had a home run her last time up.
Now batting number 23, Eleni Yarbrough.
No outs in the inning. Lewis' 70th pitch was hit for a home run. Yarbrough shows the bunt, draws back, and she showed you a while ago she's capable of knocking it out of the ballpark. Up in front of the box, shows the bunt, 1-ball pitch on the way. Swinging strike, 1-1 to count. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Wind blowing out. right now, and that's almost straight out. There are gusts. See the flag also blowing hard over at the elementary school. Made the attempt, and that's a strike. 1-2 now. Elena Yarber, the senior center fielder, has got to protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging strike three. She can run to first. It's still a strikeout. And she made it. Now that one is a little different. The pitcher still gets the strikeout, but the runner on the pitch gets first base. You have to throw him out if you don't catch it cleanly. And that brings up Holt, who's 1 for 2. She is a very strong hitter. Had 2 hits, one of them a home run yesterday. She's showing bunt. Pulls back, and Yarber's at second as the ball gets away from the catcher. So that takes the double play out of order right now, unless it's lined or some unusual one. Good shot of the umpire, the catcher, Holt, and some of the fans over there by the third base line. See Lady Eagles on the backstop. This one hit on the ground through right field for a base hit. Yarber is going to streak to the plate. There'll be no play, and the 8th run of the contest has crossed the plate. RBI single to Carly Holt.
Now batting number 2, Kendall Turner.
And I think we've got an end of 5 score. 10-4. USJ really had a big inning then. It'll be the top of the 6th. Jackson Christian will only have 2 more at-bats in that baseball game unless they tie it up. That one outside. The hitter is Kendall Turner, who's had 2 doubles today and scored twice. She's up in the front of the box. Boy, great shot from center field there. Riley got into the picture a little bit out there in center. This one popped up. It's short coming on, and it drops. It's a base hit. And just getting in there, or it could have wound up a fielder's choice, is Holt hustling down to second. That's one of those where you got to go part of the way. Turner on, though, that's a clean single. And that brings up Jenna Tinsley, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI today. One of the bad things about Game Changer is it can't illustrate plays like that very well. They make you think somebody hit one out of the park when they do it with the line and the little hump they've got in there. The umpire likes that one. I agree with him. It's a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Jenna Tinsley, the shortstop. Everybody pretty well straight away for the Lady Lions of TCA. That one low, 1-1 the count. Lewis at 79 pitches. Now she's starting to build up a lot of pitches. We're just in the 4th inning. But remember, softball pitchers can go a little longer than baseball pitchers on the pitch count. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Hit up in the air. Will they get to it or will it get out of here? It got out of here. That was that close, and a home run for Jenna Tinsley. This one's going to be a 3-run shot, 3 RBIs, her 4th RBI of the day. And that brings up Maggie Kaufman, the freshman. 11 runs. And Coach Kraft is going to come out and talk with his pitcher. We're going to take a timeout while he talks to his pitcher of at least 30 seconds. And Chris will take a 30. Well, we might ought to hold it now. Coach Kraft, I don't know if he's going to change it around or if he's just talking about playing hard, playing for pride, and the release points and say, hey, girls, we're not out of this yet. It is 11-1. 10-run rule would be in effect, but you have to get TCA out without scoring. There's no outs in the inning, and Maggie Kaufman, who has hit the ball well, but 0 for 2 on the day due to good defense by TCA. Maggie got kind of a balanced stance, front foot up ahead of the plate. This one, a number off, and that time the third baseman, Davis, has got her again. That's twice Davis has gotten Kaufman out. First out in the inning. Lovelace, who singled her last time up, the right fielder, will be coming up. The bases are empty with one out. TCA wants to hold them right here with no more scoring. Jackson Christian would love to put one more insurance run up there. That one a little high. The second, third, and fourth hitters for TCA due up in the fifth. Lovelace, 1 for 2 on the day. Deep, but it's going to be caught. Hadrago is right about 2 steps from the fence and gets the second out. Lovelace gave it all she had on the ride, and a good job by Riley Hadrago for the second out. And Kinley Pittman, who had a double her last time up, the 8th grader, second baseman, going to be a very good player as she advances on. She's got 4 more years to play after this one, just like Kenzie Moore does. 2 8th graders starting for the Lady Eagles. That pitch outside. 84 pitches by Lewis. Lights are on here at the field. On the ground. Shortstop comes up. Abernathy shoots over the first for the third out of the inning, but not before Jackson Christian picks up 5 big runs there and makes the score 11-1. We will be back after this timeout of 1 minute on the Jackson Christian BallGame Blitz Network.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back here as you see the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles kind of huddled at the mound a little bit. Bailey has gotten all her warm-up tosses. It is an 11-1 game in the fifth. Now, if Jackson Christian can hold TCA scoreless in this inning, we will only play 5 innings, and Jackson Christian will not bat. TCA gets a run, we'll continue to play. 10-run rule in effect in softball. And leading off is MJ Abernathy, and that's a strike. MJ got hit by a pitch, and she's 0 for 1 officially. Kylie Crawford on deck, who has walked, and she's 0 for 1. Both of these young ladies capable. Wind has stopped now. By the time I say that, it starts to whip up again. Both of these young ladies capable of hitting the ball out of the park. That one a little high. 1-1 to count. 81 pitches for Bailey Robinson. Abernathy again 0 for 1. Everybody straight away got under that one, fouled it off over the backstop. Infield at normal depth, especially for a hitter as strong as Abernathy. She's a good player. You saw her gun the runner down going to first with that strong throw to end the inning. Great job so far by the Jackson Christian School putting up runs in the second, third, and fourth innings. There is a swinging strike 3. That's one of the outs you need First out in the inning, I believe that unofficially that's 10 strikeouts. Kylie Crawford, who is 0 for 1, drills one, and Holt gets it. Will she get there in time? No, it'll be, and we'll have to see how that one is scored. So a runner at first. And Haley Lewis, who has been hit by a pitch and doubled, coming up there. And again, Jackson Christian has to hold TCA scoreless to end the contest. Otherwise, we will go into the bottom of the fifth after this inning. Inside. And that one got away from Holt. On deck, number 3, Mandy Putman, the first baseman. That one just outside, but it was a ball. Pitch count in Lewis's favor. Robinson's got her sign from the circle. Foul ball, so it's 2-1. That's one of those Lewis really didn't want to foul that one off. She held up her swing, but it still hit the bat. Old Glory very active in center. Then it drops, and then another gust picks it up, blowing out towards left center field. Here's the pitch. Hit up in the air to the right side. It is gone. Haley Lewis with the home run. Now that changes all kinds of things. Not only does that take it out of the run rule situation, it'll be 11-3, so Jackson Christian would have to score 2 in the bottom of the fifth to end this one in the fifth. And there's only one out and a big-time home run by Haley Lewis. USJ up 10-4 in the bottom of the 6th. The Eagles will only get one more at bat over there in baseball. Here's one drilled up the center for a base hit. And Putman is on with a single. And now TCA in that timeout that Coach Kraft took proved to be valuable. It settled his team down. They got the Lady Eagles out, and they have become very offensive here with one out. And when we say offensive, that means they're scoring runs and hitting the ball. Swinging strike on Jenny Joyce, the catcher, wearing number 2, a sophomore. Outfield straightaway, wind whipping around Gus. Now it's back to left center. It's blowing to right center a minute ago. Bailey Robinson with an 0-1 count. Inside, 1-1. Bailey's pitch count's at 91 pitches unofficially. I'll check it for the official pitch count in a moment. A lot of pitches thrown. May be getting a little tired. Haley Lewis getting a good rest in the TCA dugout after she put her team on the board with a home run. That one low. 2 balls, 1 strike to count, 1 out. Runner at first. Robinson looks at her armband. Comes from the circle. And that one is a foul ball for a swinging strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. In the top of the 5th, 2 have been plated on a home run by Haley Lewis. Crawford scoring before her. Putman on first after a single. That one low. It's 3-2. Let's see, even though you can't leave like you do in baseball, as the pitch is released, you can get a little bit of a jump down at first. Let's see if Putman does that. Our pitcher's going to concentrate on the pitcher and hitter. Fouled off. Hanging tough is Jenny Joyce. She stays alive, and that means that You have another chance for either ball or strike. Joyce is hoping for a ball or a pitch that she can handle and hit. Bailey Robinson would really like to have the strikeout here. The 3-2 pitch. It's high, so it'll be runners at first and second. And that brings up Riley Hadrago, who doubled her last time up. Hadrago 1 for 2. And she could make this contest really interesting with a base hit. And again, Robinson's preference would be the strikeout, but she'll take the out. They don't want to give up a run for an out. Jackson Christian will have their 9th place hitter up to start the inning and then the top of the order. That one's a strike. 97th pitch of the contest for Bailey Robinson. That one's a ball. And in the background does not sound good for the Jackson Christian baseball team, as that's probably USJ hitting, and it's 12-4 in that bottom of the 6th. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 runners on. Robinson would like to get an out with this hitter, Riley Hadrago, a sophomore, who's a very good athlete in several sports. Robinson has done a good job coming back after an injury. That one inside, so it's 3-1. And she'll have to bring this one down Main Street. And she is signaling to her catcher to check her armband. Riley has checked her, so communication is good. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4, and that loads the bases. Last 2 have walked. And here comes Coach out. He's going to talk to Bailey. And Bailey may be a little tired. She has thrown 102 pitches. Hadrago at first, Joyce at second, Putman at third. Tharp is the hitter. The outfielders are Lovelace, Yarborough, and Moore. In the infield, Holt at first, Pittman at second, Tinsley at short. Turner is the third baseman, Kaufman catching, and your pitcher is Bailey Robinson, who has thrown a good game but may be getting a little tired. The sacks are jammed, ducks on the pond if you prefer that. Infield is in. And a swinging strike to Peyton Tharp, who hits 8th in the order. She is an 8th grade left fielder. Lydia Cashin up next. And there may be a pinch hitter for her. There, that looked like a strike, and the umpire says it is a strike. Briley Donovan, a 10th grader, in the on-deck circle for TCA. And that is strike 3 and 2 outs, and Donovan will check in. Donovan is number 23. She is subbing and going to hit for Cashin. Swinging strike 1. We'll play a bottom of the 5th because Jackson Christian only has an 8-run lead. Haley Lewis hit a home run, a 2-run homer. Swinging strike 2, and let's see what Robinson's got up her sleeve. Trying to keep any more damage. 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. Ducks on the pond, meaning the bases are loaded. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 3. That ends the inning, but 2 runs scored. And at the end of 5, or actually at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, it is 11 for Jackson Christian, 3 for Trinity Christian Academy. Let's take a 1-minute timeout.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
best thing to order is when you are sitting at soccer practice, order it through your phone while you're sitting there, and then you go and pick it up.
But you're much more of a planner than me.
I am.
And that's what I love about you.
Yes.
You know, I'm not that prepared. It's more seat in my pants.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Back here at Warner Taylor Field, please remember our advertisers. Some of the advertisers: Carlock Nissan, Aloha Pools, Jones Chevrolet, the Blacksmith Restaurant, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Humboldt Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Elite Dental, Bank of Jackson, McCoy's Heating and Air, Deaton's Carpet One. Also, another group of our sponsors, if I can get my notes right. Kenny Sutherland with 5 Star Realty, Great American Sports, Southern Capital Advisors, David White Body Shop. Remember, this broadcast is a copyright broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, further use of this contest without the express written consent of the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. In other words, it's illegal. Here's Moore up, showing the bunt. Let's see if she is bunting. Draws back. Lewis comes to the plate. She was going to try to take one down the line, but she drew the bat back, so it's a 1-ball count to Kenzie Moore, the 8th grade left fielder. Haley Lewis peering in, ready for the 1-ball pitch. Now, she offered it that one. It's high. It looks like a beach ball coming up there, but if that's a rise ball, it's going to rise over your bat. So it's 1-1. And you think, man, I've got the pitch to drop down there. But it kept going high. It's actually out of the strike zone when she offered at it. Lewis's 1-1 pitch. Swinging strike. So it's 1-2. Jackson Christian would love to plate 2 in this inning. TCA would like to shut them out and then say, let's play in the 6th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it gets away, but the catcher's going to field it and throw to first in time. So you have the strikeout here in the 5th. Then you've got catcher to first, and that's an assist and a put out for the first out of the inning, and that goes back to the top of the order. This is Bailey Robinson coming up, who had a home run her last time up. Has pitched a good game, but has thrown a lot of pitches. A little bit up in front of the plate. She's 2 for 3 on the day. Lewis wants to get this one. That one a little up, they say. 1 ball, no strike count. Lewis has thrown 91 pitches, but Robinson has already gone over 100. Here's the pitch, and it's a foul ball. That one she held up, didn't want to do it, and it puts her with a 1 ball, 1 strike count, 1 out. 13-4, USJ leading the Eagles in the top of the 7th. 2 outs also. So the baseball has not gone well on Monday and Tuesday for our fine baseball team. Game is over, 13-4. USJ wins in 7. Jackson Christian had an early 4-2 lead through 4, and there's a ball. 2-1 the count. Should be 3-0, but that one just, the second pitch nicked off the bat. And it was a nick, just barely touching it. But enough to be a strike. Now it is a 2-2 count. Bailey's got to guard the plate. Good pitch by Lewis. Right fielder playing towards the line a little bit for TCA. Straight away in center and left. Fouled off, and we'll do it again at 2-2 with one out. Bailey Robinson, the junior, wearing number 7, 2 for 3 on the day. Would like to get something started and score. Jackson Christian again looking to get 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. TCA wants to shut them down in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Drill to center field. It's going to get all the way to the wall, but it's going to come off quick enough that Robinson will stand up. I thought she might have to slide for a minute, but the relay went off to the first base side of second. And you've got a runner in scoring position, but Jackson Christian needs 2. But you start out by getting Robinson home. Young lady who's had a good day with a home run. She's 1 for 2 is Elena Yarbrough. And she was bunting then. Robinson was going. We've offered a lot of bunts, and they've kind of slid under our bat, hitting the lower part. You got to get that square on the softball bat to get a good bunt down. Now she's going to show bunt early, draw back, and she's bunting. And the great play by Davis, hustling coming up. There's 2 outs in the inning. And the third baseman, Abby Davis, great job. Holt could end this thing with 1 swing of the bat. She is strong enough. She's got 2 hits, but they have not been up in the air and out in the outfield. They have been more the line drive and ground ball type hits. They'll pitch her very carefully. She hits one on the ground. It goes to the shortstop, Abernathy. Shoots it over to first, and that inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And the score at the end of 5 is 11-3 with TCA coming to bat. Let's take a 1-minute timeout on the Jackson Christian and Worthy Road Studios network.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Back for the top of the 6th. Top of the order for TCA, which means Abby Davis, who had that great play, will be coming up there. They have 3 runs on 5 hits, 12 strikeouts for Bailey Robinson. And she's thrown a lot of pitches. Abernathy at the plate. Well, actually, this is Davis. Abernathy's on deck. And she got out in front of that one, hit it right off the screen of the dugout. Now, Abby Davis is due because I have her 0 for 3, and so does the official book. She's a good hitter, leads off, 109 pitches by Robinson. That's a lot of pitches, even in softball. Fouled off to the right, 2 strikes, the count. Pittman at second, Tinsley at short, Turner at third, of course Holt at first. Kaufman catching. We'll go over the outfield in a minute. 110 pitches has been thrown. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Outside for ball 1. Number 2 hitter, MJ Abernathy, the shortstop, who's played a great game today, will be up next. She scored a run. But at the plate right now is Abby Davis. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 3. That's a big out.
Now batting, number 18, MJ Abernathy.
11-3 your score. The baseball team today unfortunately went down to defeat, and by beating us today, kind of give USJ command of the baseball district right now. High fly. It could draw rain. Yarborough wants it, comes in, misses it, and the runner will streak for third, and we leisurely throw it in, and a three-base error. I've got to score that one an error. May change it later, but now you got the runner on third, and you're not wanting to score because if you can hold them out, you can still come back and score two in the bottom of the sixth. So error 8, that's the center fielder. There's a lot of wind out there. I'll defend her on that. I'd hate to be trying to field. Here's Kylie Crawford. Scored her last time in there. Fastball comes in there. Crawford also had a hit. She's 1 for 2. 114 pitches. Good pitch, and you can, of course, watch our scoreboard. You see Dynamics, Custom Pools, Jones Chevrolet, and the Blacksmith up there helping bring you that scoreboard. 1-1 the count with that runner on third. It's low and inside. Crawford's got a good eye. On deck is Lewis, who had a home run her last time up. Has to be a little concern on the Jackson Christian side. Abernathy on third, Crawford at the plate. That one low. Pitch count rises to 116 pitches. 3-1 with a runner on third. Crawford, who has a good eye and is a good hitter, has played a lot of softball in her life. She's a senior. Bailey Robinson battling. And they say she walked.
Now batting number 33, Haley Lewis.
So runners at first and third, an 8-run lead by Jackson Christian. Lewis, who had a home run the last time up, she's 2 for 2 in this contest. Outfield and Moore in left, Yarborough in center. Lovelace is in right. Robinson throwing to Kaufman, the catcher. Boy, there's one down Main Street. Had a play on as the runner at first faked it. Good defensive play by Jackson Christian to see if they could trap the runner at third, but good base running and coaching over there. But a good play. They executed well. No, Coach Jennifer's got to be proud of that. Just missing. It says a little low. 1-1 with runners on first and third. One out in the inning. Jackson Christian would love to have two and get out of this inning and get a double play here. This one's not going to be a double play. Matter of fact, it's going to get down and score a run. It's actually going to score 3 runs as Lewis has her second home run of the game. And that will tighten this game up quite a bit as 3 runs will cross the plate here. And it makes it an 11-6 game.
Now batting number 3, Maddie Putman.
Great job of hitting by Lewis and brings up Putman, who's 1 for 1 in the contest. 121 pitches by Robinson. Mandy Putman at the plate. And a strike. The light. And let there be light in the press box because I couldn't see the left side of my scorebook. 0-2 now after that pitch. And again, the great shots continue by the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios crew. Stephen Childers out there. Of course, Christopher Reason's producing, directing. That one a ball, 1 and 2. We use some stationary cameras. Just a little movement out of the flag in center field. 2 home runs for Lewis has tightened this game up. And there's a second straight ball, makes it 2-2. Robinson does not want to lose this hitter. And Putman singled her last time up. She has 2 walks in the contest. Jenny Joyce, the catcher, is on deck. The pitch 3-2, and she's thrown 3 straight balls. 125 pitches. Pitch count really mounting. Steps out of the circle. 3-2 pitch. Almost have to throw one right down Main Street. You see the open stance by the hitter. And it's ball 4, walked her.
Now batting number 10, Jenna Joyce.
It's an 11-6 game, a 5-run lead. Only 1 out, a runner at first, Jenny Joyce, who is 0 for 2. She walked her last time up. See what Bailey has managed to get ahead and then threw 4 straight balls to the last batter. The umpire says strike 1. On deck, a strong athletic person, a good basketball player, and a good softball player, Riley Hadrago, the sophomore. She's had a double in this contest. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 runner on first. Wind blowing to left field. Now it switches around. The gust takes it back, so it's whipping everybody straight away. Strike 2 the count. 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And if you're Bailey Robinson at 130 pitches, you really want this one to get past the hitter and be a strike. Robinson's ready. Here it comes. Goes inside. You saw the drift in the release point. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you don't want to take it to 3-2. You want to get this hitter on the 2-2 pitch. That runner at first will be active. It's only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul to the left side. Now this is hard because you lose a little bit with this many pitches to your fastball, and changing speeds and stuff is not quite as effective as it is earlier in the game. Inside 3-2, runner gets down there, and a good block by Tinsley to keep it from going into the outfield. Hadrago on deck with a runner at second. That's Putman. Mandy Putman down there. Good speed. Foul tip. Runner will return to the base, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Joyce, the hitter, the sophomore catcher. Is 0 for 2, but walked her last time up, and she can work you for a walk. She's good at fouling pitches off. Swinging strike 3, and that is a big pitch. Two out in the inning, and you want to get Hadrago, and you want to get every hitter, but the reason for that, you don't want her bringing a run in because it's 11-6 ball game. Yes, you have a 5-run lead, but TCA has been chipping away at it. Interesting call. I will defer to the umpire because he's right behind it. It's a 1-ball count. Robinson checked her armband. She's ready. That's got to be a strike, and it is. 1-1. Tell you what, Putnam, getting a good jump, she'll score on anything hitting the outfield, unless it's in the air and caught. It's going to be tough on the outfielders because the winds now are whipping the ball around. This one fouled off. Riley Hadrago, I know, would love to have that pitch back. And Bailey Robinson is glad that she didn't get the sweet spot of the bat on that one. See what Robinson got at 1-2 in the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. I think we've gone through more softballs today. I think everybody needs to chip in. We need to buy a dozen balls and contribute. So it will do 1-2 over. I like what Bailey Robinson doing. Steps out of the circle. Checks her armband, and she'll address the plate and the pitching rubber now out of the circle. Got her. That ends the inning, and Bailey knew it. But that does not keep TCA from picking up 3 big runs, making the score Jackson Christian 11, TCA 6. Will be going into the bottom of the 6th after this 1-minute timeout.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
We are back for the bottom of the 6th. Jackson Christian would have to put 5 on the board now to have a 10-run rule. They bring up Kendall Turner. Kendall's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single. Top half of the order has done most of the production of runs. After the 5th spot, and Jenna Tinsley is on deck, not a whole lot has been done. There was 1 double by Pittman in the second half of the batting order. So here's Turner. Drills one right through the wickets of the third baseman. Gets away, and she'll go down to second. And didn't know that the throw was going to go over the relay. And that one was scorched past Davis. So Turner on second with no outs. Tinsley coming to bat. She had a big home run her last time up. Foul this one off hard against the screen of the dugout of Jackson Christian. Would really be a big run to get Kendall Turner home. Tinsley and Kaufman will have a shot at doing that. It's low. Turner getting a good lead off of second. Lewis now with 101 pitches. That one in the dirt gets by, and now a very important run. Even though you're not playing for the 10-run situation at this point, but an important run at third. Jenna Tinsley up there. She's 2 for 3 today. Played a good game at shortstop. Here's one on the ground. Now they've got the runner in a rundown, and they'll tag her out, and a very important run gets thrown out at the plate. Good job by the infield of TCA. Tinsley gets to second on a fielder's choice, so with 1 out, she's there with the fielder's choice. Bringing up Maggie Kaufman, who's 0 for 3 today. Hit the ball well all 3 times, but nothing to show for it. There's one drill to left field, and it's going to get by. That will score a very important run. There'll be extra bases out of this. Tinsley comes sliding in, and Kaufman was getting it on around there. It looked like a NASCAR.
Now batting number 10, Patsy Loveless.
Tinsley scores. Kaufman at third, and Loveless would like to bring her home. Loveless is 1 for 3 today. Kaufman put that one, nailed that one. Oh, swinging at a low pitch, and Loveless would love to have that one back. That helps Lewis out quite a bit. And they are calling that a double. And that Kaufman advanced. On an error. They don't usually count those in high school, those kind of errors, but there was an error involved in the play. So it's 12-6, a 6-run lead for the Lady Eagles. Runner at third. That's Kaufman. 1 out in the inning. Lewis still on the mound. 108th pitch fouled off down the right field line. Loveless in the hole now, 0-2. She'll have to protect the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at third. Haley Lewis ready to step up. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging strike 3, it gets away. They throw to first, but that'll get the second out, but it also will score that run from third base. So a strikeout. Also the throw from the catchers and assist. They put out at first, 2 outs in the inning. 7-run lead, that helps the cause quite a bit, and that brings up to the plate Kinley Pittman, who has a double on the night. She is 1 for 3 is what I have in my book. Shows bunt, draws back, and you know she's capable of hitting it out in the outfield. That was scored a pass ball. Pittman had that double back in the 3rd inning. Fouled off. A little bit too far, even if I had the fishnet to catch it with, and I need an extension on the aluminum pole to catch that one. You've seen it done in the major leagues. Well, it gets done sometimes even in high school. I know of a couple of broadcasters in East Tennessee that takes their net and aluminum pole with them, and they catch as many of them as they can close to the press box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pittman the hitter with nobody on. Lewis has thrown 111 pitches. Both young ladies have gone the extra mile. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Baseball team has already lost today. Unfortunate they lost the lead. And there's a swinging strike for strike 2. The 8th grader, Kinley Pittman, wears number 3 on there. Going to be a fine player, gets better. She's just an 8th grader. Just think she's got 4 more years. Young squad. Both these squads are young. The changeup went high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Jackson Christian 13, TCA 6, and Kinley Pittman shows bunt. Now stepping up is Haley Lewis. Here's the pitch. Foul this one off, and Pittman and Lewis will do it again, and the rest of the players will too. But right now, this is like baseball. It is 1-on-1 right here, pitcher and hitter. You have to have your support, but can Pittman get on? Can Lewis strike her out? Here's the pitch. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You almost wish you had the bases full here because I love to see even the softball version of the merry-go-round. No runners on, though, and 2 outs. Lewis would love to get this hitter right here with her 116th pitch on the way. Fouled off down the first baseline. We'll do it one more time. My friend Seabass says one more again, or one mo again, as he says it sometimes. Not good English. The English teachers will get me and him both for saying it that way. So let's do it again. The 3-2 pitch. Lewis is ready. Winds and fires. It's high. Ball 4. Pittman did what she wanted to do, is get on. She's a good team player. She walks, and that brings up Kenzie Moore here in the bottom of the 6th. Kenzie is an 8th grader, plays left field. Going to be a good player, and she's up showing the bunt. Let's see if she draws back. She's ready to hit. She did try to drop the bunt, and Davis. Now, this is one of those that if you can get the bunt past Davis, you've got a base hit. I've seen some really expert, and you got an 8th grader, so don't expect her to be an expert. She's going to do her best. Kenzie Moore going against the veteran Haley Lewis, the junior. 1 strike the count, runner on first. Davis creeps in from third, and that'll be strike 2 as she offered it that one. Everybody moving. Center fielder was coming in to cover second. Second will go to first and cover. Let's see if she's swinging away or still bunting. Draws back. She's hitting away. And they throw the changeup that went high. And because she has offered when she was bunting at some of those high pitches. But she did well. She watched that one, took it for a ball. It's 1-2. Going to show, but she'll draw back. Lewis pitch, and they say it was a strike, and that will end the inning, but not before Jackson Christian picked up 2 big runs. That helps the cause. It's 13-6 going into the top of the 7th for TCA, and Jackson Christian is leading 13-6. Let's take that time out on the Jackson Christian and BallGame Blitz Facebook broadcast.
It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Back for the top of the 7th. TCA needs 7 runs to tie it, 8 runs to win. Bailey Robinson has got to be a tired young lady in her first real start after being injured. I think it was a foot injury. And let's see, TCA. Peyton Tharp leads off, offers at it, or is that Tharp? Yes, it is. I want to make sure. So the 141st pitch has been thrown by Robinson. She gets a well-deserved rest tomorrow. Holt is up. And that one held on a little long, went all the way back to the screen. 1-1 to count. Holt still looking for a bunt. Kendall Turner is up in front of third, but not as far up. Pittman will have to cover first. Now Holt has backed up a little bit. And the good call by the umpire. Tharp is in the hole 1-2. She's not bunting, and we see Holt back up a little bit. Swinging strike three for the first out. And the reason I said strike one, it got hot, I think, Paul, for opening the back door of this press box and cooling it off a little bit. Let's see who is hitting. It looks like Donovan coming back up there again. She hit for Cashin the last time. And Donovan, a swinging foul. Remember, and you say, why'd you say that? We had a foul that just nicked the bat about an inning ago. Robinson with a one-strike count. That one is inside. This is Briley Donovan, a 10th grader for TCA. They've got some good young talent, too. Swinging strike two. Now, this is an important one to get 2 outs because you've got the top of the order, which has gotten productive late in the ball game coming up here. Strike three. Great pitch. And that's got to be at least 14 strikeouts, maybe more. We'll check that one way or the other. With 2 outs, and I hate to say the last hope, but she has to keep this inning going. Abby Davis comes up here. She is the leadoff person for TCA. And you see strike one. Davis, a good hitter, but 0 for 4 today. She would like nothing better than to get a hit or get on base some way so that Abernathy could come up there. 1-1 to count. 149 pitches by Bailey Robinson. Some good efforts by players on both teams. Had home runs by both teams. Swinging strike, and you got to admire Bailey Robinson for staying in there and pitching. 150 pitches thrown so far. Good performances out of other young ladies. Lewis has also thrown a ton of pitches too. The 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Hanging tough is Davis. She can keep the inning going, or this at bat can end the ball game. 1-2, 2 outs, nobody on. Bailey Robinson on the mound, Kaufman catching. The infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. Took a little off of it, a number towards Kendall Turner. Kendall shoots it over to first. The umpire says that's it. 5-3, that's third to first for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And the ball game is complete. It is a 13-6 win for the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles. They go to 1-5 on the season. TCA goes to 1-4. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we're going to wrap this contest up on the Jackson Christian Ball Game Blitz Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus, a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus, a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
We're back. Jenna Tinsley drove in 4 runs on 2 hits to lead Jackson Christian Varsity Lady Eagles past the Trinity Christian Academy Varsity Lady Lions 13-6 here on Tuesday. Tinsley hit a home run to left field in the 4th inning, scoring 3 runs. She also doubled one in, an RBI in the 1st inning. Trinity Christian got on board. Haley Lewis was hit by a pitch and came in or drove in a run that way. In the bottom of the 1st inning, Jackson Christian went back into the lead after Kendall Turner doubled. Tinsley doubled, scoring 1 run. 4 more Jackson Christian Varsity Lady Eagle runs scored crossing the plate in the 3rd inning to extend the lead to 6-1. Lena Yarborough homered to center field, scoring 2 runs. Turner doubled, scoring 1 run. Patsy Lovelace had a big single that scored a run. 5 runs on 4 hits were scored by Jackson Christian in the bottom of the 4th. Bailey Robinson hit a solo home run to center field. Carly Holt singled, scoring a run. Tinsley homered to left field, and that's when the 3 runs we were telling you about early came in. Lewis homered to right field, and, of course, she had 2 homers. She's homered to right and then to center. And in the 6th, Bailey Robinson earned the win for Jackson Christian. Haley Lewis took the loss. Both pitchers threw a lot of pitches, but showed a lot of guts and determination. And, they had desire, determination. And Turner went 4 for 4 for Jackson Christian to lead. Holt and Robinson also collected multiple hits. Haley Lewis, that is, provided the pop for Trinity Christian. She went 3 for 3. Mandy Putman also had 3 walks for them. Let's look at the box score a little bit as we use some of the summary from Game Changer and added our own commentary. But again, Bailey Robinson 3 for 4, 1 RBI. Yarborough 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Holt had 2 hits and 4 at-bats, 1 RBI. Turner 4 for 4, 2 RBIs. Tinsley was 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Kaufman was 1 for 4 with 1 RBI. Lovelace was 1 for 4 with 1 RBI. 13 runs scored, 15 hits, 12 RBIs. Jackson Christian walked twice, struck out 9 times. And pitching-wise, Bailey Robinson went a strong 7 innings, although she threw 153 pitches. But here's the good news. She threw 93 strikes. She faced 37 batters. For TCA, as we've told you, Lewis is the only one with more than 1 hit. She had 3. She had 2 home runs. And Lewis pitched 6 innings, gave up 15 hits, 13 runs. 11 of those 13 runs were earned runs. She walked 2, struck out 9, faced 36 batters, threw 121 pitches, 82 strikes. A big win for the Lady Eagles as they win their first game of the season and go to 1-5, but you'll see other wins. Good effort by a young team that's growing. Tough loss for TCA. They go to 1-4, but they've got a young team too. And the teams that are kind of dominating here early in this district, because they have more experienced players, watch out in the future, these 2 young teams. Very enjoyable game. We are glad that you were able to watch us, and tell friends if they didn't see it, go back and watch this one. We want to thank our sponsors, and please support them, because if you were taking a National Federation broadcast, you'd be paying at least $11.99 a month. Not sure what the tax rate is, but you have to pay taxes on that. You get these for free because we've got some great sponsors that bring you this broadcast. What a great job by Christopher Reasons, as always. Stephen Childers, one of our newer young men, but working hard. They did a yeoman's task to get all the cameras working after the rain. The executive producer is the one and only Paul Schultze, and the play-by-play by Coach Joe Holloway. And the other thing I want to say to you, remember this is a copyright broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. It is time to say thanks for your time. This time till next time. Good night, all.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.